In my mind, it is what it's going to be, possibly one of the best wrestling matches of SummerSlam 2017. We have the United States Champion AJ Styles going up against Kevin Owens. This is a feud that honestly has been going on for quite a few months. We've seen the title changes happen. Basically, AJ Styles, who started as the champion, lost. No, I apologize. Kevin Owens, who started as the champion, lost to AJ Styles at the Madison Square Garden show, won his championship back at the Battleground match that ended in a lot of confusion as well as speculation, as in why that match ended the way it did, and then a match on SmackDown where Owens lost his championship to AJ Styles. Basically, in a way of trying to solve all of the problems between these two with bad finishes and just hijinks and all sorts of things. WWE SmackDown Commissioner Shane McMahon is going to be stepping in the ring as the special guest referee. A lot of talk has been coming. People were thinking that Shane was going to be having a match at this year's SummerSlam. He's now going to be a referee. I think that this match might lead us to the point where Shane does have a match against, I would guess, Kevin Owens. We've already seen him have a match against AJ Styles. I believe it was the opening match or maybe the second match on the card from WrestleMania this year. It was a good match. I think that people had high expectations because of the fact that Shane was wrestling against AJ Styles. I know that everybody says that when you go out on the WrestleMania stage, you go out to steal the show. This was not the best match of WrestleMania, but I think that honestly, with people sort of frowning on the fact that we were not getting AJ versus Nakamura on the WrestleMania show, and Shane basically needed to have a match, and this was the best match that they thought they could have, and people were thinking that AJ wasn't being used to his potential. I think people turned on the match. I liked the match. I think that basically, being an AJ Styles fan, him wrestling against Shane McMahon was the highest spot on the card that AJ could have been. Nobody wanted to see AJ featured in the tag match. Nobody wanted to see him, sort of hidden in a match that was not meaningful. From the point of him wrestling against Chris Jericho at WrestleMania 32 to now coming to WrestleMania 33. In that year, he held the championship. Now he's wrestling against Vince McMahon's son, one of the most powerful people in the company, as well as somebody that goes out and gives their best in each and every match that he's ever had. He was never trained to be a quote-unquote real professional wrestler, but he's a guy that's gone out and given his body to almost every match that he's ever had to make sure that he's remembered for who he is, and not sort of given opportunities and given big spots because the match, he's Vince McMahon's son. Here we are at SummerSlam. I can honestly tell you that much like the Miz versus Dean Ambrose feud, there's only so many times you can see guys have matches to the point where even though they're great, they become old or they become stale. Owens versus AJ is always going to be a match that if it's announced for SmackDown or a pay-per-view, is going to be possibly one of the best matches on the show. But we've seen this so many times, and I can honestly say that the Battleground match wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be. Might give them a chip on their shoulder where they go out and give their all because of the fact that this is SummerSlam and they want to make up for the last one. I think this is going to be a good match, but I'm hoping that this is going to be something that they staple this feud and say that we're moving on to the next one. Maybe that opens a door. We've seen AJ Styles kick Shane McMahon last week on SmackDown. Now here they all are in the ring again tonight on SmackDown. And Owens kicks Shane and knocks him down. So now everybody has hits on the special guest referee. Nobody has the odds up because of their feud at WrestleMania 32. Maybe Shane wants AJ to lose. Maybe Shane wants Owens to lose because he doesn't respect him as a wrestler and thinks that he takes cheap shots and gets along to get there. But this is Shane's brand. The United States Championship is looked at as one of the major belts in WWE, and Shane needs to protect the fact that he can't be having fluke wins along the way. He needs to have a real champion that people can move on from here. Maybe that opens the door to Owens going up against Shane, and then AJ moving on and wrestling against John Cena. I guess he's not going to be going up against Jinder Mahal, but maybe Baron Corbin. Could be anybody on the SmackDown brand that has a shot to go after the United States Championship. So this is going to be a good one. I got my money on AJ winning this one, but this is possibly going to be one of the matches that I say is must see for SummerSlam 2017.